honestly, I couldn't have been more happy. This is pure and simply the most simple business that you can ever have. And it really is. So I'm very grateful to you. And that is it, really. Oh, one more thing before I finish. Emma is going to run through a presentation, which is going to explain how to have success online and have success with this business. Since I started with this business, I actually have one job full-time, but I also have a second job as well. So I literally don't have time to do huge amounts of work on this business. So I thought I need to make a plan for people like me who are so busy that they literally don't even have 2 hours a day to run a business, another side business, but they still want to be able to do it. And I thought, okay, we've got the power of a amazing Facebook group full of amazing women. And I put together a 7-minute program that allows you to do the absolute important steps in 7 minutes. And believe me, you can have success with it, because since I started with the 7-minute business, I've got multiple people messaging me saying, right, I'm ready to go. If I can do it in a short way. So at the very end of this Zoom, after Emma's gone through the presentation, which has given her success of, I don't know how many thousands now, what, $50,000 US or more?
Not quite, but getting
in a
there.
very short time. Okay, so what is it then exactly? Because I don't want to overstate, but multiple thousands. I'm going to run through the 7-minute thing for you. So stick around to the end. And so over to Emma, who we're all here to listen to, because she is the one who is going to explain how you two can have great success with this business.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Kirsty. I'm flattered with the great intro. Thank you so much. So welcome everybody to the Zoom today and the presentation. You've made the right choice, whether you're in the business or not. You've made the right choice of coming on and listening to this amazing business today. What I'm going to do, and as Kirsty said at the end, she's going to share about the 7-minute plan. And she's spot on. Now I'm near the $40,000 that I've made in just over, I think it's over
Emma,
3
your camera, not your camera's, oh.
My camera's
Sorry,
not
I
on?
was just going to say your camera seems to have stopped. No,
oh,
actually it's come back, but you're not sharing your screen, just in case you thought you were.
I'm not
sorry,
sharing the
I'll just let
screen
you know.
just yet. Yep, I'm about to share. So
Okay.
yeah, this business is absolutely life transforming. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through a presentation quickly, and okay. Now, hopefully this is the correct presentation. So welcome everybody to 600 daily payments. Now, we call this 600 daily payments because literally almost every day since I've joined this business, I have been receiving $600 a day. Some days it's even been $900. I took a few weeks off at Christmas and I was still getting paid. This morning I woke up to another $600 payment. Now that is, I know all of you guys here are Aussies, so that is all $600 US. Now, my name is Emma, and for those that know me, know that I have tried to get out of sales for over the last 50 years, and the more I would get out of it, the more I would fall into it, and real estate really did my sales head in, and I got to a place last year where I got quite ill, very run down, nothing, serious or anything, but I was extreme. It was quite serious because I was totally run down and bedridden to the point where I had to start thinking transition. What am I going to do? I didn't want to give up the lifestyle that real estate was giving me. But I really, needed to make that transition for my health's sake, because I spent the best part of four, maybe nearly 5 months last year basically in my room, had no energy and needed to make a transition to survive. And a friend of mine was promoting this online, that she was making $600 a day. And I thought, oh, that just can't exist, because that seemed quite appealing to me. So I called her up, and she did a quick Zoom with me. And at first, I actually thought it was a scam, but because I so trusted her, as she was on the Zoom, I sent the $600 payment, and I have not looked back. I think on my second day, I had 4 payments come into me, which is 3 at $600 and 1 at $300. So since then, it has just been a complete life transition for me, and I call it time freedom days. So I get up in the morning and I'm just so grateful for another time freedom day. I've gone on 2 holidays, and I'm about to go on one again next week for 10 days on another retreat. And these are things, no matter how much I was making as a real estate agent, I was not able to do because I had no time freedom. Okay. Whoop. All right, so why digital? And as all of you know, we've all traveled the COVID season, and COVID changed a lot of things. I know because I'm associated a lot in the business world. There have been many, many businesses that through COVID, they shut their offices, and they started to get all their employees working from home, because they realize that you can work from home, you can work from the computer. And of course, with COVID, a lot of people had a lot of time on their hands, and begun to look for things outside of the norm, which has brought digital marketing now to be the highest paid profession online. I did some research a few weeks ago, and this has just taken off in such a direction that it is going at such a fast pace, like no other business online. So a lot of people are looking for ways to make money, whether you still love your job, you don't want to give it up. At the end of the day, a lot of people cannot survive on their 9-to-5 jobs. So they need that extra income, especially single mums. They need extra income. Can I just ask that everybody keep their mics muted, please? Almost everybody, whether you're a mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, I've spoken to people online that have been 95, they've got some social media presence. And I know one of the team members just signed up somebody that, can we just get everybody muted, please? Just signed up somebody that is, I think, 82 years old. And this woman is just over the moon and excited to get this business going. Because with this business, all you need is a mobile phone or a computer, and you are able to do this business anywhere. And that is what attracted me to it, because as a real estate agent, I had vendors, didn't want to deal with my assistants, wanted to deal only with me, wanted to only see me. And so I was restricted of how much time I could get away, where now I can just pack my bags and go wherever with my phone or my laptop, and I'm able to continue to run my business. Now, just elaborating on what Kirsty said earlier about the 7 minutes a day, and I don't like to say that to a lot of people, but now that Kirsty's come up with this 7-minute work day, actually, I probably work almost that every day. I didn't want to elaborate on the, the Zooms prior, because we do call it a 2-hour work day, but we've been able to crunch that now to just 7 minutes a day. So whether you're working 1 job, 2 jobs, or even 3 jobs, you have time to make this business absolutely successful. Kirsty's living proof. I'm living proof. I mean, today I barely was online for, I don't know, 15 minutes, if that, and that's checking my emails, responding to a few messages, and just putting a couple of posts up. And that's all it takes. And I've got a lineup of people that I need to talk to that are interested in joining the business. Now, this business, I must add, is a rejection-free business. And why it's rejection-free is because we have an automated email system that basically does the selling for you. So as far as with selling with me, this is the first business I've actually not had to sell myself or sell the product. The product has been selling itself. I just share my website, people log in, look at the information, get a few emails sent to them, and basically then inbox me, contact me some way, whether it's via email, Facebook or wherever, and say, okay, so what do I do from here? Because the emails are doing most of the sales for me. Are you not? Okay. So what do we offer? We promote 100% profit digital products. You'll get to resell rights on all the 4 products that we have to offer, and you can sell them over and over and over again. I have sold them over 42 times. So I've paid once and I have resold it over 40, it might even be closer to 50 times that I have sold these products. So, and so you get to resell that. Now, one of the ladies that became a business partner with me in this, she purchased it and she said, Emma, I'm not interested in selling it. I have bought it for the blueprint, and mark my word, I've been studying the blueprint and it's taking my physical business to the next level. So with this, I must add, if you've got another business, whether it be health, whether you're a real estate agent, I mean, if I was still in real estate, I'd definitely be using the blueprint for that. Whether you've got a physical business or an online health business, whatever business you've got, this blueprint will teach you how to be absolutely successful online with whatever business you've got. So whatever clients you're looking for, this blueprint will teach you how to get your perfect customer. Now, let me not forget to say that you make 100% profit. Now, in MLM, as you know, there is, $50 comes in, but that $50 has to go about 150 ways. With this, 100%. So if you sell the $600 blueprint, that $600, every cent will go directly to your preferred payment processor, whether it be PayPal, Stripe, cryptocurrency, whatever it means, straight into your bank account, you will get the whole $600 US paid directly to you. So 100% is deposited directly to you, to your bank account or your preferred payment processor. Okay, so what is realistic earning? Now, this is absolutely realistic. Now, I'm getting, moving up to the 59,000. I'm not even 4 months in. Okay, so the average person would earn around the 59,000. Now that's US, so that's probably closer to the 70,000. Now imagine working 7 minutes a day, to make $70,000 a year is incredible. Okay, but the real, I'm looking more at the 158,000 and closer to that end, because I'm sure to be up in that category or even beyond that within the 12-month period. So that's been realistic. That's not been unrealistic, because I've made close to 40,000 US now, and I'm not quite 4 months in it. I think I'm about 3.5 months in it now. So being in that range of the 100 to the 150,000 is absolutely quite realistic. And that is having your time freedom as well. So it's not only, when I was in real estate, yeah, sure, there were months where I would make the 50, 60, 70,000 dollars. However, I didn't have the time freedom to actually enjoy my earnings. So I was run off my feet. So now I looked up Glassdoor. They do surveys, and that's how they've come up with those figures. They're quite a reputable company online. You can look them up yourself. Okay, so what do we offer? Now, what business do you have that's absolutely stress-free? This is a 95% business in a box. It is a done-for-you funnels and website. So you basically get the business down packed. Now, I've got Terry there, and she's will come forth after this presentation and share with you how somebody tried to purchase the blueprint from her while her website was not quite live yet, and it went into a pending in Stripe. So this is how powerful this business is. She hadn't have even gotten up and running, and she already had a sale that was pending in there. And that's how, once somebody that's optimistic has a look at this opportunity or just hears it, they want to jump in. They don't want to wait till later or tomorrow. So this person tried to make a purchase almost immediately, and the money went pending for Terry. So I'm going to get her to come forth and share that when we're done, just to show you how incredible this business really, really is. This is no exaggeration. I had to give up a very lucrative income for this business, and I wasn't prepared to do it easily. And now I realize that it is the best decision I have ever made. Now, it's a copy and paste method, and I'm going to take you through the back office very, very quickly after this presentation and show you how we give you everything down packed for this business. So all you have to do is just follow the blueprint, or that, even now better, follow the 7 minutes a day that Kirsty will speak about to get your success. Now, I've got a few ladies that have this week, and I think there's some newbies on tonight that have just joined, that have, gotten multiple sales just this week. Myself, I had a $600 payment when I woke up this morning. This has just become the norm now. This is not something, oh, great, I've got a 600. This is become a normal day for a lot of us entrepreneurs. You can say goodbye to the traditional method of advertising, because we've got a system that is absolutely easy for you, and easier now with the 7 minute a day that Terry will Kirsty will elaborate on in a little bit. Social media. So if you want to really learn the blueprint, you can learn how to harness social media. Now, I have been on Facebook for quite some years, and because I've done extensive travel, so I've got a high following on Facebook. Instagram, I still don't really understand it much, but I'm learning about it in the blueprint at the moment. But I started to tackle TikTok finally about a couple of weeks ago. I was sitting on about 51 followers on TikTok, and I'm just wondering, what am I doing wrong? I was doing absolutely everything wrong. And one of the ladies, and I don't think she's on tonight, Lynn, she'd done the blueprint with TikTok, and she said, just do this, that. It was just a couple of different steps. And I've grown my TikTok now by about 130 this week. So I'm hoping that within about 5 or 6 weeks, I'll hit that 1,000 mark, and I'll be able to start going live on TikTok. But let me talk about TikTok. I've got my first potential sale coming from TikTok. I've been communicating with a single mum from Brisbane, and she's extremely keen. She may even be on tonight, I'm not sure, but she's extremely keen. So she will become a business partner very, very soon. And she's come on from TikTok. So, you know, when people say, oh, but all your sales, are they people you knew? No, they're not. They're not people that I knew. A lot of the people that have become business partners, besides Terry and Kirsty that are on tonight, and maybe one or two others that I might have known personally, they people I've never ever spoken to before. They may have been following me on Facebook or found me through one of the groups as I followed the blueprint and have become customers. Again, this is a rejection-free business, and it's absolutely beginner friendly. Let me tell you, even this PowerPoint I had to get Kirsty to put together for me, because I am with, you know, IT things or anything with computer, I am a real dummy. So if I can do this, I promise you, anybody else can. When I was in real estate, I know there was a lot of, you know, things that we did have to do on computer, but I was fortunate enough that I had assistants doing all of that for me, because that's just not my forte. I've always been a salesperson, get out there, pull the, you know, the money in, but I'm not one to sit on computer and do anything digitally. But this system that we've got for you to follow and the 7 minute a day is absolutely dummy proof. Okay, so these are just some of the results. I probably need to update some of these. These are real people. These are in our community, and these are people that are sharing their testimonies on a daily basis. You know, every day you'll get on there and somebody will say, I've had a $1,200 day, I've had a $2,000 day, I've had a $300 day. This is just the norm in our community. And I encourage all the newbies to go through and have a look at, you know, some of these and put your questions in the community, and you'll have hundreds of people flying to help you, because this is not a business for ourselves. This is a community. This is a business. I'm helping a lot of my people to be successful, even though once they pay me, I make no further income from them. But this is a business about us wanting everybody's success, because the universe is huge and there's a lot there for each and every one of us. Okay, so this is, you know, when we were promoting the 2 hour a day. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't do the 2 hours a day, because if you want to learn the blueprint, you want to learn how to really harness and really get up there in social media, you can go and, you know, have a look at the blueprint. But if you are so busy and you're working full time and you just don't have that 1 to 2 hours a day, then follow, and you just want to make the extra income on the side, then by all means, we've got that 7 minute a day that all of us have to offer. Just 7 minutes a day for your success. And as I mentioned before, Kirsty and I have been following the principle of, you know, working very little to make more. And it really does work if you follow those simple steps of the 7 minutes a day. Okay, so these are the 4 packages. Now, you got the 50, 150, 300, 600. Personally, myself, and I know most of my team members, we've all come in at the 600. You know, if you're a real entrepreneur and you really want to get there and make it quickly, that's the best package to go for. However, I do understand that not everybody can come up with 600, because it is around the 900 Australian dollars. You can start at a lower one, but there is a but. And I have experienced that with some of my people. I had a few that have come in at 300. And then, you know, people would go to the website and there is no 600 for them to purchase. So what one of them actually did lose a customer that way, because she said, no, I don't want anything. I want the 600. So she went off to the next person and purchased the 600 off her, because she couldn't provide her the $600 blueprint. However, if you can only come in at the 150, 300, by all means, a start is better than a no start. And then you do get 60 days to upgrade. But if you do come in at the 600, remember, what business from the many, many businesses that I've done throughout my life, let me tell you, I've not crossed any business where you pay the $600 and you get it back from one sale. So you basically break even, you're in profit from your second sale. So that is the one that is the most popular and the most recommended. However, you can come in at a smaller package, so but you can only sell up to the package you come in at. And you also are open to the blueprint according to your packet. But if you get back to the person that invited you, you can log into their website and you can have a look at the 4 packages and what each package will offer you. Obviously, $600, I call it, it gives you the smorgasbord. You're lacking nothing, and you've got, you know, an open range to sell, you know, any of the packages, and to sell it over and over and over again as many times as you want. It's an automated business. As I said before, a lot of my business, and this is with all honesty, has come through people going into my website and okay. A lot of my business has come through people logging in, you know, putting their emails into that and then getting the autoresponders. I've had several, many, maybe 20, 25 of them come back about the 3rd, 4th, 5th email and said, okay, wow, I read the email today. I'm most impressed and I'm ready to get started. So this is where you have to do such little. You don't have to, it's not like an MLM where you have to run to you know, your cousin, your friend, your brother, your sister, and beg them to join you, because you need the numbers, you need the people under you. This business, you don't need to chase anyone. You just need to follow either the blueprint 2 hours a day or the 7-minute a day, and you watch the prosperity fall on your lap. And that is the absolute truth. Okay, so we've got 2 groups on Facebook, and I think I'm sharing an old PowerPoint. Sorry, I pulled up the wrong one. We've got 2 groups on Facebook. We've got affiliate ascenders that you can get in and add your friends on and do your 7-minute a day as well. And that is both for men and women. And then we've got the Wealthy Women's Club, which is strictly for women. And you can join that. And also Kirsty comes on live every day and speaks about the 7 minutes a day. So yeah, either of those groups recommended. Join both of those groups and begin your 7-minute a day. And if you've got a business on the side and you'd like to do your 2 hours of the blueprint, or even an hour of the blueprint a day, just so that you can utilize social media to its full potential, by all means, it's all going to be there for you. So let's have a look. This is our our training platforms, which I will just dig in very, very quickly for you before I hand it over to Kirsty. No, here it is. Okay, so the secret is the 7 minute a day, and I'm not going to elaborate on that because the expert will come on and share that with you in a moment, but it is just simple 7 steps. A few steps to follow for 7 minutes a day, and we have proved that it absolutely does work. So another way, last week I just tapped into lead generation. So that is, once you start getting some sales, I do recommend this organic prospects, but get back to the person that invited you. Make sure that you know they're connected first, or if they're not going to connect, then you can come up to the next one up in line and join this if you want to. It is a paid marketing, and I only ventured into this just before Christmas because this business, the success of it is to get email list happening in your systems IO. That is the autoresponder. So to get that business being successful, and Michelle teaches that we need to, if you want to make $10,000 a month, you need on an average around 7 opt-ins a day. Now, I have successfully reached 4 to 7 a day. I'm not quite sitting on the 7 a day, but I'm definitely getting up there. But my conversion rate is quite high. Normally the conversion rate in the sales, we say it's about 5 to 6%. My conversion rate from my opt-ins are around 22, 23%. So it's quite high. So once, I can sit on the 7 a day, or anybody can sit on the 7 plus a day, you can be assured almost within a month or two, you're going to be comfortably making $10,000 a month without even trying. The system is going to do it for you. So this is a way of just helping you build your email list up. So it's not a compulsory thing. You don't have to do it, but I do recommend it. And I believe I'm on both of them, but I believe I am getting my opt-ins all from the organic prospects, because the organic prospects, they only send you the prospects, they don't share them with others, so they're pretty good leads. And you get 70 a day or 140 a day, but it's not a lot of prospects, but they're very, very lucrative prospects. Okay, next step, get back to the person that invited you, whatever platform you've come on tonight from. Reach out to that person, thank them for inviting you, thank them for showing you this opportunity and giving you the opportunity to be free from your 9-to-5 job, or even to be able to afford this holiday that you might have always wanted, the new car, with this rejection-proof system. Okay, so I'm going to just stop this share for a moment. I'll quickly ask if anybody's got any questions before I go on to show you the blueprint, the back office, so to speak. But I'm going to really...
There is one question.
Go ahead, yes.
There's one question from Indrek, asked a question, and his question was, if you only subscribe to the 300 pack, who gets the extra 300 basically if the person does choose to do the 600? Yeah. Good question.
Fantastic. Indrek, who invited you tonight? Okay, it's irrelevant, because if you talk to your sponsor or whoever, what platform you've come from, so normally, and I believe this is the case because it's just happening with someone else that's bought $150 package, one of my directs. And so what's going to happen is, once she's got somebody interested and they come in at the 600, the 450 is actually going to come to me. Okay, so it's going to bypass her. She'll get the 150, I'll get the 450. But what I have, what I will do is I'll work out something with her. So to answer your question, it'll go up to the person that you signed under. So it's best you speak to them and see how you can go about it. But as far as you moving from the $300 to the $600 level, you've got 60 days to do that. After 60 days, you don't have the power to upgrade. Hope that answers your question. I joined this week. Can I put in a different email than the one I paid with? Email to where? If you joined, so it depends where you want to, where the email is. And I would say the answer is going to be yes. The 600 screen, yeah, you can use whatever email you want. Yeah. So the email, if you're asking if that's going to go on the systems IO, Susie, then that email will be attached to your systems IO. So which means anybody contacting you via your email list will come to whatever email you connect to the systems IO, which is where people put their emails in and get the autoresponders from. Hope that
Any more
answers the
questions
question.
about the program? I think if we've got support questions, we're going to do a support call because but this, we can do that after. But any more questions?
Just a question, in general about the system. All right. So if we've answered that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through to the back office or the training platform quickly. Okay. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. So this is our main digital growth community, fantastic community, and it is gold. The learning in here, as far as personal development, to learn, how to harness social media, etc., and even to get support is fantastic. So along here, great live tonight. So people are sharing their successes. And this is where you'll see a lot of people saying, I got a $600, I got a $1,200, etc. The most important part of that is our classroom. Okay, so at the moment, there is the 90-day run, it started on the 1st of January, where Michelle will take you day by day, giving you little nuggets to do to reach success. So it's a day by day. You've got the getting started with the blueprint. You've got how to TikTok training, absolute gold, fantastic. How to get to 6 figures in 6 months. So there is learning in here that is absolutely gold. And the things you'll learn will take any business you do to that next level. This was our Christmas sprint of $10,000 in 60 days. And so many of us had success with that. So that's basically the blueprint you'll get, depending on the level that you come in at, to what you will be able to access. And then we've got, and this is the one I can never get, no. Okay.
Is it?
Got
You're looking
our other digital, okay. So we've got the copy and paste as well. I don't know why, and this happened when I was, doing a one-on-one Zoom with Terry as well. Yeah, okay. So I can't get into it, but we've got another login that you get into where you can copy and paste ready-made ads, ready-made content. You can also do some more learning on TikTok. You've got 100 different Facebook groups that you can join and actually market, you know, yourself on there. There's just a wealth of information on there, and that all comes with your blueprint and your one-time $59 admin fee. Now, before I hand it over to Kirsty, I want to just ask Terry if she can, Terry's been a long-time friend, a highly respected one, and she's a real entrepreneur as well, but she approached me, I think, with the first couple of days I started this business, and then she disappeared on me and then came back about, you know, 2 or 3 weeks later and says, Emma, I'm ready to get started. So, but Terry just is getting her business up and running. I don't know. You need to let me unmute. Who's that? Oh, can you unmute Terry, please?
Can you do it now, Terry?
Unmute. Can we just ask to unmute? Okay, you've muted her and she can't, and that's why nobody's coming forward with questions.
That's okay.
We can't do that.
Yeah,
I can hear
you hear
Terry.
me now?
Okay, yes,
Hear
I
me
can
now?
hear you now. Perfect, Terry. Great.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Terry, can you
Came
just
up with a message and said the host.
yeah. Okay, can you
Yeah.
please
Yeah.
share? You know, I've done a personal Zoom for Terry with about 8 or 9 people, and I think half of them
Yeah.
have come back with interest that they want to join, and the other half are on their way as well. So, but I really want you to elaborate on how you got a sale that's pending before your website was even up.
Well, it came from Jan. Wave to me, Jan. Because Jan and I have been friends with a couple of other businesses for a long time. But because I've been in MLM before, and what I really love about this is not MLM, I don't have to approach anybody. So I didn't. So I wanted to get started, but I had to send some things over. Emma gave me a list and they had to go over. But I'm very impatient. I have no patience whatsoever. So I thought, oh, bugger it. I'll put a post up. So I put the post up. And even before I had the website up, Jan was going, yeah, all right, that sounds good. Yeah, fantastic. So I sent her what I thought was my right link, but I didn't have it all right. So she couldn't log in. Then she tried to pay and the links weren't live. So it was really frustrating, but it was exciting for me to think that without even trying, just putting a random post up, she saw it, you know, and that's it. It made me believe that without ringing people, I never rang her direct. I never talked to anybody direct. And Denise is another one. I just put the post up and I think, well, okay, I believe in the universe and I think the right people will see it. You know, you don't have to chase anyone. And Emma's right. Like I talked to her maybe, before Christmas and I went, oh no, I got other things on the plate and everything. And then she just kept putting a post up. And then after Christmas, I saw another one and I went, I really should do that. So she did a Zoom with me and I was so excited. And I went, oh shit, I'll be in it straight away. Yeah, radio. And I was.
Yeah.
So
and
that's
she's
it.
doing absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, Terry. It's so good to have you in this community. You're going to be one
Thank you,
great
love.
leader and help a lot of people get out of their financial rut, that's for sure.
I hope so. Well,
Yeah.
that's the general idea, isn't it?
Absolutely. Now, I just want to answer quickly this question about Glassdoor. Now, Glassdoor is not associated for an independent. I just found them online, but they do surveys of, you know, for digital marketing, affiliate marketing. And so I got those figures off them. You can look them up online. So the admin fee does not go to Glassdoor. It goes to admin that, you know, handle IPS is who get the $59 dollars, the one-time $59, but Michelle is the one that puts all our classes and everything together. So Michelle's really the focus. The $59 admin fee is only, you know, to get your website together and everything, but it's not, we don't really have anything else further to do with that. We really go to the platform that I showed you to get all our learnings and everything from. So, but yeah, so Glassdoor's got nothing to do with us at all. They're an independent company that just survey. And they make our website. So basically, Ingrid is, sorry, these are questions I would normally suss this out, but I've got no reference to go to. I'm more than happy. I believe we have spoken before, haven't we, Indrek? So I can, yes, okay. I'm more than happy to do a one-on-one Zoom and answer that all for you. Or I can give you my phone number. You can ring me. I'm not a hard person. If you look up Emma Wasfi online, you'll get my phone number because of real estate. So I'm more than happy to answer all of your questions on a personal note, on a one-to-one, if you would like to go down that way. All right. If there's nobody else with any, fantastic. I look forward to hearing from you. If there's nobody else with any questions, I am going to hand it over to one of my great friends, longtime business partner, and now lives across the other side of the world in the UK, Kirsty.
Hello. Okay, so really quickly, because we've already been going for far too long. No, not far too long, because it's all extremely important information, and I hope that nobody almost you don't need to ask anything else. If you really think that sounds for you, I would just say just go for it, because when you get into the business and when you actually get into you see the back office and you see the training, everything, you'll be like, oh my gosh, it's so much better than I even thought. So it's hard to do it justice, even on this Zoom. But anyway, okay, so all I'm really going to show you is the 7-minute a day plan. Now, the reason I created this plan was because I don't have time to do huge amounts of stuff anymore. And I also don't want to be consistently on social media. Like, I don't really want to have to do it. So I do a quick, short, sharp morning 7-minute blitz. I might check it through the day once quickly, but that's it. So this is the 7-minute routine. Can you see that, guys? Just in case. Yeah, okay, cool. So basically I've planned this because, and I've timed it, and it 100% is 7 minutes. So we've put together 2 Facebook groups, which we can share with you later, but I think most of you know, but if you're listening for the first time, we've got 2 Facebook groups. Both of them have about 4,000 people in them so far. They're private groups. One of them is the Wealthy Women's Club only for women. The other one is the Affiliate Ascenders group, which is for men and women. So you've got someone to send everybody. And basically, we just get you to invite people to that Facebook group, those Facebook groups. Once they join those Facebook groups, they are linked to you. When I say that, I mean the way we teach you to do it, which I'm not going to go over today, but the way we teach you how to invite people to those groups is in a really non-invasive way. It's not pushy. You don't have to do anything apart from use a quick method that Facebook allows us to do, which they do it in a nice way for us. So basically Facebook helps us to build our business. So we just use the invite button inside the Facebook group, invite people to that group, and then we do the telling and the selling for you in that group, in those groups. So when people come along, they watch all the information, and then they say, wow, that sounds great. How do I get more information? And then we tell them, X, Y, and Z, Terry invited you to this group, so she'll send you her business link and you can get started with her. That's pretty much what it boils down to. So the 7-minute plan is just to really it's just to give you a framework to give you the absolute bare minimum that you need to do to continue your consistent flow of new people looking at your business. That's it. So you can do it in 7 minutes a day. It's extremely successful. We have a lot of action in our groups, which is great. So people are seeing it, and it means that you can do it in a kind of private way as well, because you're not having to blast it out onto your own personal profile. Now, if you look at the bottom of this steps I've written here, that of course, it would be awesome, especially once you get successes as well and you're really excited about it. There's no reason why you can't post on your own personal profile. And like Terry just mentioned, she put one post on a Facebook profile and she's already, you know, made her first sale, which basically means she's in profit now. So that is a great way to do it. And I'm not telling you not to do that, but I'm just saying that, you know, for some people, A, they don't want to do that, or not first, they don't want to do that. And secondly, it's a time thing. You know, people don't have sometimes 2 hours a day to learn a new business. So we've just put that together to help everybody.
Absolutely.
And also at the bottom here, invite to this webinar, because, you know, it's here for you to invite your people to. And the more people that you get eyeballs on your offer, the more likely it is you're going to get someone. So, you know, don't kind of get hung up on having to sell to people, just share. And that's pretty much what we do with that method. So yeah, that's it.
Fantastic. That was very well presented, Kirsty. Absolutely. So yeah, so there it is in a nutshell. So we've got Ingrid there, and I believe you're in one of my groups. So that's the affiliate ascenders group, but Kirsty's group is all females. So yeah, go ahead, join them, and let us do it all for you, because we're quite active in our groups. You know, and you mentioned something, Kirsty, is a lot of people don't want to share on their timeline. And I've got a couple of people that have not put one post on their timeline, but are getting sales, because they just don't want the family to say, oh, and you're doing this now, and or for whatever, or they don't want their work to know that they're doing anything on the side, you know. So this way, we're bypassing your timeline until perhaps this can overtake your salary, and then you can do whatever you want on your timeline. So, you know, we found that way of getting around it, and it is extremely successful, because both Kirsty and I have tried it. I do post on my timeline a lot. Okay. However, not everybody that has purchased from me have come from my timeline, and there's a few of them online tonight. All right, so unless we've got any other questions, I'm going to wind up this recording.
Yep.
Is there any, just for the last, you want to say something, Kirsty?
No, I was just saying thank you.
Thank you to everybody that came on tonight. I don't know how many have watched on our live stream in our groups. Thank you, Susie, for coming on. I really advise everybody that is in this business, as Terry can vouch for it, I did a Zoom for her, a personal Zoom. She wanted just a private Zoom, and I don't mind giving my time to do that. And she had 9 people, and you know, 90% of them are coming on board. So if you invite them to the Zoom, it is an opportunity, because every week there have been new people on this Zoom, there have been sales, okay? Because people need to be educated, you know. At first they think, oh, $600 a day, this sounds like it might be a scam. But once they see the presentation, and Kirsty and I are trying to perfect it to make it even more explanatory, and I might just do a quick Zoom just with the presentation for you to share out with family and friends, or whoever you want to share it with. with, but bring people on the Zoom, because we've had a huge success from people bringing friends on this Zoom. So thank you, everybody. And, you know, this has been our first live stream, so hopefully it was successful, but hopefully we'll get some feedback for those that didn't come onto the Zoom but watched us on our live stream. Thank you, and good night, and prosperity to all.